great artifact that we as players should be around here somewhere. What's that note? No. It can't be. My mortal enemy, Jack Barron.
Wahaha. Your tulate Atlanta James. 30 facts mine. With this, you will conquer the entire world.
Not if I can help it, Barron. Yeah!
Yeah, take this and that.
What's up, broskies? It's your boy Ghosty Boy here. Oh man, isn't Atlanta James awesome? I wish I could be a fraction of this coolness, but to do that, I'd have to go outside. But that's why alternatives exist, that we losers like me don't have to socialize. There are tons of the great Explorer games out there, but none of them compared to the greatest game of them all. It was either this or Dora's Big Birthday Adventure.
On November 21st, 2013, Nintendo released an amazing, fully original 3D Mario game that saved the Wii U. An amazing, fully original 3D Mario game. An amazing 3D Mario game. A 3D Mario game. A Mario game.
Yeah, the game wasn't the amazing adventure everyone wanted / expected it to be, but that doesn't mean the game's bad. Far from it. It's a fun game to play with a group of friends, everyone running around and jumping through levels, using awesome power-ups and fighting over a fictional crown. This is an amazing party experience. Now take it all away and you got Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Captain Toad is a single-player side mode in 3D World where you play as Captain Toad in a miniature puzzle game where you can run, grab, and not much else. The goal is to grab all 5 green stars in the level. This mode was a cool distraction, but with limited levels and simple level design, that's all it really was. But the concept had potential, and was later realized by Kenta Motokura, who has been in charge of character and level design in the past Mario games since Sunshine, as well as the Funny Ape Bongo game.
Oh, banana!
He was also one of the lead directors for 3D World, the game that debuted Captain Toad levels as well as its engine. But the other director, Shinra Hiratake, was the one who created Captain Toad and its concept. The two of them saw that they had only tapped the surface of Captain Toad, and on November 13th, 2014, almost a year after 3D World released, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is released to an astounding...
Oh shit, the Toad game's out.
I can't name a single person that had a heart attack when they heard that Captain Toad was announced. It was one of those games that people just said, okay. Now I was just going to say this game sold badly, but Jesus, it was the 16th best-selling Wii U game. It sold more than Pikmin 3 I Hate Humanity. So if this game sold so well, then why does no one ever talk about it? Probably because it's a spin-off game based off a side mode in the middle-of-the-road Mario game. But maybe this Mario spin-off's more than meets the eye, so let's pop it in and see what the 16th best-selling Wii U game's all about. You start off on a tiny island with Toadette and a gold star. You play as Captain Toad.
No f***ing way!
He's got a neat little design. The captain has explorer jacket and backpack, as well as a headlamp that is used for the single most pointless feature in the game, but I'll talk about that in a bit. To walk around, use the left stick, which is pretty standard. You can run, but you hold down Y as well. Instead of jumping, you press A to pull stuff out of the ground, which some of you may notice as a reference from the game with a transgender dinosaur, Biggie Cheese's younger brother, and Hentai Master 69. Actually, a lot of this game takes heavy inspiration from Super Mario Bros. 2, as we can see from the enemies and references. You can pull a lot of things out of the ground, specifically weeds in the ground, from coins to certain enemies to switches for progression. But the most important use is pulling out turnips. In a game where you're always defenseless and on the run, your only saving grace is the turnips. Once pulled, you can throw a turnip at the enemy to either stun or hurt them, with most outcomes resulting in instant death. Some weeds may also hold a pickaxe, which is direct reference to Donkey Kong in the arcades, with the pickaxe being a homage to the hammer. Hell, the pickaxe even plays a remix theme that the hammer plays. When you grab the pickaxe, you start swinging it wildly up and down, destroying everything in sight. The downside being that you can't climb anything, which can lead to some moments of instant regret. Anyways, when you follow Toadette up the cliff, you grab a star. Oh boy, an extra long cutscene. I sure hope nothing that will trigger my chronic fear of racially stereotyped birds will appear. It's main antagonist time! Wingo is the contestant of choice here, with his physical appearance being a giant black bird. Wingo has red eyes paired with red eyelashes and a turban with a jewel and a feather on top. He also sports a gold star necklace. Now why is Wingo, of all phobia trigger-inducing birds, the antagonist of this game? Captain Toad and Toadette's star that they had just found looked cool, so he grabbed it, and Toadette kinda just hung on to it and didn't let go. Quickly regretting her decision, so Captain Toad has gone on an intense adventure to save Toadette. God, I hate it when I accidentally kidnap someone.
Okay. Look, man, I pick up the package. I got exactly what you asked with no problems whatsoever. Oh, God damn it, not again.
So yeah, Captain Toad has to go save Toadette, and then she saves him from the exact same situation. Then he goes and saves her again right after that, but literally like 5 levels later, she just lets go. Being there doing all of this for one goddamn star that they've collected dozens of on the way. Then Toadette gets captured again, so Captain Toad has to go save her again. Fine! I get it. This is a Mario game. I'm not expecting a way out levels of storytelling, but this is still pretty bad storytelling, even by Mario standards. At least the other games do something different with each game. This game literally reuses the same cutscenes like it's a cartoon from the 60s. But that doesn't matter because it's still a Mario game. As a famous man once said, stories in a game is like stories in a porn movie. It's expected to be there, but it's not that important. I'm sure that aged well. Getting back on track, Wingo steals the star and accidentally kidnaps Toadette. So it's up to us to get that star back. And I guess while we're at it, Toadette too. We head to the first level and begin our crusade. If you didn't know by now, Captain Toad is a puzzle game. Your goal is to make your way through the stage without dying, collect all 3 diamonds on your way, and finally grab the star at the end. The diamonds aren't required to complete the level, but every once in a while you run into a roadblock where you need a certain amount of diamonds to progress. Captain Toad levels are actually quite varied, as in it has more than 8 worlds, something that the new series can't say. Nah, but seriously, all of the 3D games have some pretty cool atmospheres, and Captain Toad's no exception. Of course, you got your standard plains, desert, and lava castle levels, but there's also quite a few stick out from the crowd, like a level called Touchstone Trouble, where you touch the blocks on the level to move them, which is sure to give your superstitious friend a spook. There's actually a lot of great uses for the gamepad in this, like using the gyro to move the camera, blowing into the mic to move special platforms that you can turn valves by spinning them on the touchscreen. Now great isn't making the console cost as much as it does, so I can blow on a platform in a game called Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. That's for you to decide. Another level that's pretty cool is called Blizzard on the Star Express, where you have to make your way across a moving train going through passenger compartments and rooftops to finish the level. There's actually another completely different type of level that's sort of an on-rails first-person shooter, not too different from Pokemon Snap. Yeah, that's right, I said the game about stalking animals and taking pictures of them is extremely similar to the game about a fucking mushroom with a lamp.
These first-person levels have you ride on a series of tracks and a minecart, all the while shooting turnips at coins, enemies, blocks, and even diamonds. You have unlimited turnips, but the cart never stops and moves quite fast, meaning you have to shoot quick to map everything. Also, I forgot to mention, but the gamepad has a first-person view, while the TV has an overhead view. I know, first person in a Mario game? Mario players can't handle this kind of immersion, damn it! There should be warnings for this kind of stuff, or else most of them will become so immersed they'll never leave the world of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, oh no! As you make your way through the levels, you'll eventually reach your first boss battle with Dragodon, the fire-breathing snake dragon thing. To defeat the boss, you'll have to climb the snake's lair while running the rising lava and outmaneuvering the snake. Dragodon! God, that's a long name. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna call him, fuck it, Clive will do. So Clive shoots fireballs at you while you climb the cave. At the top, there's a star you can grab, but oh no! The tower falls and it's Clive in the head! Are you f***ing kidding me? I can't think of a more pussy way of dying than getting a tower dropped on you. Oh, wait. Oh no. Next section. So after a couple more levels, we reach our final challenge. Part 1 of 3. And a bit. Similar to the last battle, you have to scale a tower while a giant bird tries to blow you. F*** him over too! When you reach the top of the tower, the true boss fight begins. We have to survive Wingo's onslaught of attacks until he summons giant turnips to crush you.
That's when you grab one of the turnips and throw it at Wingo when you get an opening. Do this 3 times and the bird will be defeated by obesity. After that, Toadette is saved, you bust some absolutely mad dance moves, get the final star, and credits roll. Or do they? That's right, this is just the first part of 3. Now it's time to move on to part 2. In part 2, you play through the levels as Toadette, which is purely an aesthetic change. But hey, at least you get to play as a tumor with pigtails. You start on this island that feels strangely familiar. We follow the captain up to reach a star. Wait, I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu.
Seriously, man. All of this seems so similar. Wait, no, they wouldn't. But it's all, god damn it, it's all the same. The same bosses, the same story. Hell, there's barely any new mechanics. They literally just reused the same cutscenes and swapped Captain Toad and Toadette's models and called it a day. I mean, sure, it's all new levels, and a few of them are pretty sweet, like sinister street signs. You can guess the gimmick here. Another level is Spinwheel Skyfort, where you use valves to spin the entire map. You also get to drive Clive after you beat him, so that's neat, but it's just the same shit. The story is the exact same, the bosses are the exact same, the levels are different, sure, but not enough to save this chapter.
But there's one more chapter, and luckily, it's kinda better. There's some new cutscenes this time around, and somehow the story's even more pointless. So Toadette gets captured again, as well as a star, but then Wingo drops Toadette, so now we are going to risk our life to get a single star, even though we get like 40 of them along the way without having to fight my chronic fear. Oh, but don't worry, right at the end, Toadette gets captured again, so we have a reason to go fight Wingo again. After about 30 levels. This was just so we could play as both Captain Toad and Toadette, but come on, at least bring in someone else for us to save to give us an incentive like one of the other Toads or fucking Monty Mole. But at least this chapter has this somewhat new story and cutscenes. Out of all the chapters, this one has the best levels in the game, probably because at this point you know what a Captain Toad is. Some level highlights include Razzle Dazzle Slider, a sort of pachinko machine where you slide down the machine, uncovering secrets along the way. Retro Ramp Up, as the name implies, is a throwback to a previous game, specifically the classic Donkey Kong from the arcades and NES days. A spike throws spike balls at you from the top, so you must evade them while you climb up the building to reach the star. A few more level highlights that I really liked are Fright Train Flight, No Sleep at Magic Koopa Keep, and Twisty Turny Planet. After you defeat Wingo for the final time, you save Toadette and take a minecart ride back to Peach's castle one last time, with it ending with a tie into 3D World at the end showing why Captain Toad's in 3D World. There's also an extras menu which has a whole bunch of bonus levels you can play, but by the time I unlocked it, I kinda got my fill for Captain Toad and didn't play a whole lot of it. Apparently there's another boss fight with a different boss in this mode, but I can neither confirm or deny that.
Look, now I know it sounds like I hate this game, but the only problem I have with it is the story. The gameplay itself is honestly surprisingly fun. It's really addictive. I got through the whole game in just a few days because it's so much fun. I kept coming back. And at the end of the day, in a Mario puzzle game, I don't think story's really that important.
Well, if you wait in the title screen long enough, you'll get this.
Yeah, let's have Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. And I gotta say, not half bad. It's a really cool puzzle game, an extremely unique Mario game. Now, worth the same price as Breath of the Wild. Well, it has Charge and Chuck, don't be greedy. Now I think I'm finally prepared to go on an adventure in the real world. Look out, Mother Earth, there's a new adventure in town. I'm gonna go on the greatest adventure ever. I'd rather play that indoors magical adventure.